Hello, hello, hello. Friends, lovers, come on in. Let us gist. So much has been going on. We're supposed to do this live stream yesterday, but better late than never. So let's get right into this conversation right about now. Okay, so we are doing, should I call it an episode of analyzing Cora Obidi's haters? So that's what we're going to be doing. Sorry, I've been missing in action. So what I've decided to be doing now is to be dropping these live streams. Please, if you see these live streams and you're just catching up to the replay, please watch it, drop your comments, and I will be there to gist. If there's something else I missed that you want us to talk about, drop a comment for me so I'll see it, and we will be here to dissect and analyze. From the title, the thumbnail, you already know. We are analyzing the haters. If you were with us yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah. We talked about what is going on with the haters, Lolo crying up and down, and some other people, pages being reported and whatnot. So also we're coming in to discuss some of the things that these haters have actually done. But in 2024, they want to act like they are these innocent people, that someone out there or Cora Obidi is out there trying to witch hunt them. Meanwhile, they've been the one that inserted themselves in her private matter. Because trust me, someone getting a divorce from someone supposed to be a private matter. It's none of your business. Okay, when they agreed to get married and whatnot, you were not there. So if it went well, good. If it doesn't and they decide to call it quits, you should not insert yourself up to the extent where you be plotting against one person. But did this set of people listen? No, they did not. And they would do the most, okay? And then they will come out and complain, oh, people are sending people to them, people are doing this, people are doing that. Welcome if you're just joining. Okay, so this is going to be a conversation around that. But today's case study, we're using Mariam Awolowo. So we're going to go back and listen to some of the things that Mariam had said earlier, and we're going to compare them to what she said in 2024, and same with Lolo and the rest of them. Because remember, 2024, what's her name? Lolo and Miriam Awolowo. These two people and many others, okay, they've started playing the victims. They start acting like, oh, we've not done anything. These people have been on my neck. They've done this. Cora will send her followers. There is nothing these set of people would not say or do, right? So we will touch down on some of the things that they've done before, some of the words they've said, and we're starting with Miriam, and we will slowly build. Like yesterday, when we spoke about Lolo, we also talked about how Lolo made it a huge deal that Cora Obidi drank wine. She was even stressing it that yes, people were asking her if Cora drank two different wines. And I'm like, how is it even your business the type of wine or how many type of wine or how many glasses? That yes, she's telling them that Cora drank two different wine, that she was just not making those things up. If people were thinking she was making things up, that yes, Cora drank a white wine and Cora drank a red wine before Cora went to pick her kid. She's just trying to be ridiculous, okay? Right? Like there is a parent out there that will not be reasonable enough, will go and drink, get drunk, and then decide to go and pick their kids. Who does that, really? Who? Who's that crazy person that would do something like that? But only somebody like Lol and JD's gang members can come up with this type of ridiculous narratives just to paint Cora to be a bad mom, irresponsible woman, and everything else in between. Let's quickly check our sound and we will get into responsible woman and everything else. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so our sound is good. So let me quickly share to my community and then we start. So welcome. If you're just joining us, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, turn on notification bell. And like I said, if you're watching this in a replay, let us know, is there something we missed? Is there something you want us to discuss concerning this JD and this whole JD and his gang members brouhaha, because so much is going on. So whatever you think I've missed, I've not seen, drop it as a comment if you're watching the replay or now, so we will cover that. If we're not able to cover it now, we will do a different stream where we will cover that. So let me just quickly let me quickly share this. So let me do join us now, because these people, their wahala is just too much. These people are doing the most. Welcome, welcome. If you are just joining, please give the live stream a thumbs up. So you know why I'm laughing? I'm laughing because it feels so good to see these people cry. These set of gang members of JD, okay, they've done so much, so much. But then in 2024, they want to pretend that they are the victim. Remember, Miriam did a video, was it last week or so, where she was talking about all people are sending people after me. If I want to do this, I would have making all those dry and ordinary silly threats and whatnot. So we will go back and listen to some of the things that Miriam has said years ago, and that will kind of shape this whole thing, and it will make it those people that started following this story in 2023 or this 2024, because there are people that just started following this story in 2024, so they don't even know much. So we will touch on some of the things that this set of people they've said they've done, and now in 2024 they want to act like they are the victims, right? So welcome if you are just joining us. I'm almost done with the share. So let me go to my other channel. Let's move to Entertainment Daily, and let me also share this, because what we discuss, subscribe to both of the channels. Subscribe to Trends with Octavia, and also subscribe to Entertainment Daily, okay? Because sometimes what we discuss there is not what we would discuss here, okay? So what we're talking about here is quite different from what we discussed on the other side. Okay, so give the live stream a thumbs up. Let me share it so people from Entertainment Daily can also join us. Okay. All right. Almost done. Almost done. Let me share this and we will get right into this conversation. Okay, welcome, welcome all five of you that is here with me right now. So there's something I want to quickly find and play it, and then we start the conversation. Let me see. Because we're not going to allow anybody or any one of them to come out in 2024 or in August. Today is 31st, right? So tomorrow is even 1st of September. So we're not going to allow anybody to come out in the last half of the 2024, okay, and come and pretend that they are victims of something that they are guilty of, okay? So let's get volume up a bit, and I want to play this sound, and shout out to the blogger that shared this stuff, because I've always said this, that these people think that the internet forgets. Bloggers are beginning, yesterday I said the same thing, bloggers are digging up stuff and reposting. When Lolo came out and Lolo was screaming, oh, Cora is drinking, she's a drunkard, she said this, she said this, she said that, bloggers were like, are you serious? Did we not see you drinking? And when you look at that, but yesterday I was even saying she was drinking some like Baileys and Baileys or Amarula, you know, these creamy kind of drinks. There are other brands also, but when you say Baileys, it's very famous. Everybody can actually, you know, even people that don't drink know what Baileys is, right? So I was saying she was drinking Baileys, and our partner, whoever the man that was in that video with Lolo, you could see that that person was also drinking. And I thought it was one bottle of wine, but it was actually two different bottles that were on that table, and bloggers dug that stuff up. So how dare you come out and criticize Cora? Meanwhile, you too, you're somebody that drinks, you're somebody that takes alcohol. Make it make sense. This does not make any type of sense at all. Whichever way you want to look at it, it does not make sense, right? But she thinks that she will come out, and this is the same thing that these set of people would do. For example, that of Miriam that said, oh, we will do this if we can make this person disappear. So many horrible things that Miriam has said over the years, so many horrible things that Miriam has done to Cora over the years. Now in 2024, Miriam wants to act like, oh, I'm rooting for the kids. You were the one building CPS case. You were the one teaching people how to call the police, how to report to CPS, how to do all of this stuff that you knew could affect the mom of those children. But in 2024, she wants to act like, oh, she's innocent. Oh, now all of a sudden people are coming for her, this and this and that. So let's listen to how Miriam thinks, because in 2024, remember when she came out to talk about how people are telling her, oh, why are you supporting a Muzungu? Why are you supporting an Oyibo? Nobody is telling you that, first of all. Nobody ever said anything like that to Miriam. But these set of people will always lie, and they will say anything, you know, just to make it look like they are telling the truth. But we all know that that is not the truth, right? But anyway, and then she came out and she said people should not be asking her that. She will support and fight for whomever she wants to support and fight for, and she will root for whomever she wants to root for, and nobody can tell her what she's going to do. That she noticed and saw that Cora and her cohorts, okay, were actually doing the most to this innocent poor man, and she had to stand up and fight for the man. Trust me, if you know this story from the beginning, you already know that that's a huge fat lie, because who came out first to talk about this whole thing? JD. Who was the one that was running their mouths? JD. So there is actually no reason. Do you understand? There is actually no reason for you to come out and lie. Just say you know the reason why you wanted to support the man, and everybody will understand. But coming out to lie and act like, oh, other people were on this case, and then you decided you're going to fight. That's not the truth, because everything is out there on social media. So let's listen to how this woman's brain works. Okay, this is actually her old video, and you will see how the person she's rooting for. And that's one thing with people that don't think before they say certain things. When you're dealing with someone that is not that smart, also, you also have to be extremely careful. We all know that JD is not someone that is that smart, and he will say, remember, he's done his tell-all several times, and you will see what Mariam will say here and what JD would explain later. It's not the same. So tell me, if you are fighting for the truth, okay, and if this person is innocent, why do you even have to, say something and the person is saying something totally different from what you're saying? So let's take a listen to this old video from this one. Let me know if you all can hear.
Because Cora's dream was to go to America. This young man did everything he can.
Did you hear that?
Go back to.
Did you all hear that? Let's take this back again. Cora's dream was to go to America. Anybody can have a dream to go anywhere in this world, be it America, the UK, anywhere, or in Europe or Asia, anywhere, Africa, any place you decide you want to go to, you can go by yourself, because there is always an embassy. There is always a place where you go and get information on how to enter that country legally, and then you follow the process that will be provided there. And a good place to go is the embassy. They tell you what documents to bring, what to do. You go for your book appointment. When everything is submitted, you go for your interview. And if if you get the visa, you have your flight ticket, you visit. People go back and forth to the United States every single day, and I'm not even talking about I'm talking about Nigerians going back and forth to the United States. So there is nothing like, if Cora wanted to go to the United States, Cora couldn't have worked hard, planned herself over the years, and get to the point where, okay, she had made enough money that she think can take her there and see, go there, test the water, see if it's a place that she can actually thrive. And with all the talents that she has, we know that Cora can thrive in the United States. She didn't need anybody to take her there, that she would come out and start being malicious or taking advantage of the person in order to go. But look how this woman's mind is thinking. She needed somebody. Her dream was to go to, so because her dream was to go to the United States, this woman wants to make it look like, because Cora wanted to go. And when did you even have that conversation with Cora to know that her dream was to go to the United States? Was that like, but you know where this woman is going to with what she's saying. So let's listen to this, okay? But in 2024 now, she wants to sound like she's the victim. Everybody else is chasing her.
Nigeria, he spent almost,
right?
So anyway, they are now in Nigeria preparing for the traditional wedding. So they did the traditional wedding because Cora's dream was to go to America. This young man did everything he can to go back to America from Nigeria. He spent almost a year in Nigeria. All his dollars, boom. He's a Caucasian. All his money.
Do you see how this woman's mind works? He spent almost a year in Nigeria. I think about 9 months he was in Nigeria. JD himself confirmed that he was treated like a king. He was taken care of. But look at this woman. Oh, you know that so because he's a Muzungu, it means that they dried all his funds. the money he had or the money he didn't have. Just because somebody's bragging, anybody can say anything, okay? I can come out and tell you that I have $1 billion in my account. You don't know. You've never seen my account. You don't know what it looks like. I can tell you I have several businesses, okay? I can tell you I'm wealthier than Donald Trump and everybody. It does not mean that that is the truth, right? Until I'm able to present evidence that shows that yes. But no, this woman, her mind, because of the kind of mind that this Mariam and this setup, and this is how all of them they think. That's how, like, let us also touchlight this. Let's flash the light on this. Let's bring this back. Let's refresh people's memory about this whole thing. If you're just joining us, you are welcome. Today we are using Mariam Awolowo as a case study, and we are going to be analyzing this evil set of women that are in JD's camp. This is WhatsApp women. We always call them WhatsApp women, but you know they're on Facebook. They have groups on all the apps that you can think of. They have groups there. So let's just analyze and touch down on some of this stuff that they've said and what they've done and the way their minds works. That's why they've been able to continue. In the case of Lolo and Mariam and most of these women, that JD himself has actually come out and called them out. There's a lot of evidence to prove that everything he told them was a lie, but they will still run with it. This woman is completely lying. JD himself spoke about how good he was treated and taken care of in Nigeria. This woman is out here lying to the general public, putting out videos like this that she thinks that internet will forget and people will not be able to dig up these videos. Okay, now if you put this thing in Miriam's face now, she will not know what to say, because not even JD will tell you that he went to Nigeria with billions on billions or millions on millions or thousands and thousands of dollars and he was spending and spending and spending, right? But this woman wants to make everybody, and that's why till today you have people that refers to Cora as a scammer. Do you all understand? Up till today, you have people that refer to Cora as someone that used JD to get green card, because of how these women that do not have the brain to understand anything, to think for themselves, presented the story. Not because they did not know the truth. They knew the truth, but they wanted to present it in a way where it will favor them. You will favor them and JD. But one thing they miscalculated is that because JD talks a lot and he's not that smart to remember what he has said and what he shouldn't say and what his supporters are saying, and he has recruited so many people that he can't keep up anymore, and they will say one thing and then he will go and say something else and they contradict themselves and they look silly. But then come 2024 now, this set of people are looking, they want to act like, oh, well, you people should leave me alone. I stopped talking about this. The other one said I'm fighting for the kids. The other one said what I'm saying is the truth. But no, these people have done enough. Let me play this again. Let me continue playing because it's not finished.
Saving,
you hear dollars that he has been saving.
Forget it. Boom. Gone. The man left Nigeria with almost nothing.
Can you imagine?
He did the traditional wedding and everything. The man left Nigeria with all.
If you're a Nigerian, or if you're an African, or even if you're not, you can Google it, Nigerian weddings. Even those that are done in the United States. Nigerian weddings are always massive. Go and check Cora and JD's wedding. And look at their outfit. Look at what they are wearing. Look at everything. That was not a wedding that you can call a Nigerian wedding. That was a small thing they did. And the both of them know it. JD and Cora can confirm that what they did was, but this woman came out on social media, lied and presented it to look like Cora and JD had a societal Nigerian wedding. When you say Nigerian, Nigerians spend money on their wedding. Okay, in fact, just the outfit that people that are coming to the wedding will wear, you'll be hearing the price of the complete outfit, where by the time the bride and the groom they finish selecting the colors they want, by the time you hear how much you spend to buy only fabric, some people will not even be able to attend some type of weddings. Don't take my word for it. If you're not a Nigerian, go and Google Nigerian wedding. Go and Google Nigerian weddings and see how money is spent. So this woman coming out to tell you that JD came with all the dollars he came with was everything finished, like Cora spent everything and he spent everything, like they wanted to suck this man dry. Where is the money that JD had? Where is the money that JD had? And these people will say this kind of things. If you know one thing about Caucasian, 99.9% of them do not like to do this huge type of wedding that Africans do. You will hardly see a Black person married to, or an African married to a Caucasian, and they have a huge wedding. Because majority of the Caucasians don't like that huge wedding. They just want to do something simple. So it's not out of place that they had a simple wedding, but this Mariam Awolowo came out and was putting this narrative that up until today, when you go on Facebook and you see people that are dragging Cora Obidi, you will hear them say these things and you know where these words are coming from. Tell me how somebody as old as this Mariam Awolowo that states that she studied, she left from 1970, I mean 1960s, I mean 1950s, she left from Nigeria, she went to Europe, she went to Belgium, she went to Germany, she went to France, she went to Italy. In fact, she was everywhere in Europe. She went to France. No, there's no place she said she didn't go. She was studying ethics, she was studying this, she was studying that. How can this person come out and say something like this when she knows that that's not true? Remember that JD and Cora, when they were married together, when they were still together, sorry, they were posting content. So if you Google now, don't even take my word, take your phone, Google Cora Obidi and JD's wedding photos and check, let it show, it will pop up. It will pop up. Forget now that things are now expensive in Nigeria and things that skyrocketed. You can actually find out the prices of what they were wearing and everything. Okay, if you can go back to 4 or 5 years, you will know how much those things were worth. So where is the millions of dollars or all the dollars he brought that he spent, that this woman came out with this type of narrative? And these are the type of stories that they will tell, and all of them will run by it. Lolo is on the other side defaming, Mariam is on the other side defaming, Frida is doing her own, and the other ignorant idiots that I don't even want to be mentioning their names because I can't even remember all their names because they are so jobless. But to think that, look at 2024, just few days, this August now, today is 31st of August. Welcome if you're just joining us. When you hear the way Lola and Mariam and the rest of them are talking, if you're just following this case in 2024, you will think that, oh, maybe if you go to a comment section and you see where a supporter of Cora is calling them out, posting something, or a blogger is posting something. Hello, Woodruff, welcome. Thank you very much for joining, Queen. You know. So if you hear a blogger or a commenter or somebody calling them out on their BS, sometimes people are like, why you people should leave these people alone? They cannot breathe. No, they've done so much. That's why people are calling them out. And when you see something like this, for example, now that most of them are facing this, their what is it called? Their page is being taken down, and some of them are complaining, likes of Mariam and the rest, they're complaining that, oh, people leave me alone, I've not done anything, people are dragging me, you're threatening, you're doing this, all these things people are doing, you think you can. No, because you've done enough. And because a lot of people kept quiet does not mean that someday people will not wake up and say, look, we cannot keep quiet anymore because we've kept quiet all this while and y'all won't stop. You just won't stop, or you just can't stop because you just love the fact that you bash this woman, you do all these evil things to her, she doesn't respond to you, and y'all are cashing out in the process. Because look at them, whenever they try to do any, as for somebody like Laura, we're not even there to do any normal content. But sometimes you will see Mariam will try to talk about something else. Go and check the views when she's talking about something else, and when she inserts herself into this stuff. So for years, these people started Mariam, like I always say to people, some people think that Lolo is actually worse than Mariam, but no, Mariam is worse than Lolo. Because if you really look at it, okay, they have behind the scene plotting and all those things they do, but when you really look at the whole thing, you will notice that Mariam is not the type that we even talk as much as Lolo. Lolo knows how to come out, insult, defame, say BS, and if you're very smart, you can tell that one has no sense, and there's no sense in what that one is saying. But when you listen to Mariam, you know that Mariam is the one that will organize. Mariam is the one that will recruit. Mariam is the one that will use her ethics that she said she studied in Europe in 1900s, put it to work and advise JD on how to do things and advise those other gang members on how to do things and put out this type of narrative that make people to say, Cora needs to pay JD because he brought her to the, who does not know road to the United States? Is there a place where they said, so people or anybody cannot get to the United States except you go through someone? What about the others that are also in the same United States as them that went there by themselves? J Love, you're welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining. Hello, entertainment. Happy weekend to you. Same to you, Queen. Same to you. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us. This live stream, I scheduled this since yesterday. Didn't have the time. I said, let me just jump in now and do a quick one, even if it's 30 minutes, because so much is going on, and I don't want us to be too behind on it. So I try to schedule, and whenever I have the time, I'll just jump in and drop the stream. So yes, like I said earlier, if you miss the live stream, watch the replay, drop your comment, drop your thoughts. If there's something about this case that you've seen that you think we've not seen and you want us to discuss it, drop it as a comment and I'll most definitely see it and we will discuss it. Okay, because so much is going on concerning this whole thing, and if I miss anything, please let me know. So up until now, the damages that somebody like Mariam has done, it's not going to go anywhere. Because you see people following Cora up and down. She goes to TikTok, they follow her. She goes to YouTube, they follow her. Everywhere she goes, they follow her because the things that Mariam and the rest of them, they've said from 2-3 years ago has stuck in these people's brain. And because these set of people that follows them are also blind people leading blind people upon blind people. So nobody thinks for themselves. Nobody tries to go do their own investigation before job. Remember the message that person dropped in Buy Me a Coffee, where the person said is now the person is studying the court documents, realizing that, oh, okay, something is up. JD lied to us. If they had done that from the beginning, they would have known. But the same thing with people that Mariam talks to and people that came across her video that could not decipher that this one is just a liar and that knows why she goes close to this person. Let me keep playing what she said.
Almost nothing. Anyway, he arrived in America to do.
Okay, so you see that he came back with almost nothing. And let's just continue listening. Shout out to this blogger, because the blogger really combined it very well, and this is really nice. Shout out to Real Gist Arena on Facebook. This person has actually put their foot down and is decided that this person will be digging up old stuff, and not only this blogger, okay, people are digging up old stuff of these people and they are resharing it. So people just get to understand that, forget the fact that these women are complaining in 2024 that, oh, everything they've ever done. Mariam said she has fought for the kids. Lolo said everything she has said is the truth. All these people are witch hunting her. What? Just don't believe them at all. Okay.
So, anyways, we're preparing for this.
So let's listen to JD.
Wedding, like cheaper, because we
did
you move in LA. And
did y'all hear that? This woman just said JD went to Nigeria, stayed about 9 months. All the dollars he brought, everything was spent, every single damn thing. He left with almost nothing. Oh, Cora's dream was to go to the United States. All this, all that. Did you just hear JD say, oh, we're having cheap wedding? So the person that went to Nigeria by himself is telling you that he's going to have cheap wedding. He's telling you that, in fact, let me play this again. Yeah.
Trying to do a cheap wedding, like cheaper, because we needed to move in LA and establish a new life. And I spent a lot of money in China.
Did you hear that? I spent a lot of money in China. China and Nigeria is two different places. Two different countries that are not even in the same continent. China is over there. Nigeria is on the other side. One is in Asia, the other one is in Africa. So how do you move from I spent a lot of money in China? And he, even in his tell-all, if you all remember, he said it, They were partying. They were, remember when he said Korah was treated, when they initially met, Korah was treating him like a king. Oh, this was happening, that was happening. You know, those kind of things that was said. This woman will pretend that she didn't hear, because JD was talking right from the beginning. So many times JD has told this story. It's not just this 2024. If you're hearing his tell all in 2024, this is not the first time JD is telling this. From the beginning, he has been saying it. And you know how JD likes to brag. So you talk about how they went to expensive restaurants, how they used to club, they used to party, they used to do. In China, he said, in China, we don't have any proof that he was spending a lot, but we're just using his words. But he said, in China, Mariam twisted this to say it was in Nigeria. You know why? Because if she says it was spent in Nigeria, it would simply mean that it was spent on Korah's head. You know, Korah was the mastermind, spending all of JD's income, all of JD's money, and on herself, her family, you know, her parents, her siblings, and everything else, her village people, and whatnot. And JD left with nothing. So people can feel sorry for JD and see Korah as a user. Everything is pre-planned right from the beginning. But what these people did not understand is that when you point one finger at someone, the rest of your fingers are pointing at you. They did not see that someday in the future, this whole thing will turn around and they will be the ones to start running helter-skelter. Let's keep listening. It's a very short video.
A lot of money in China, making sure we had lots of fun. Like, we were always going out and doing things and eating the best food. So, I mean, I didn't care. I was like, screw it. You only live in China once. Let's just live it up. Right?
So anyway, they are now in Nigeria preparing for the, for the traditional wedding. So they
this
did
is
the
a smart person. This is the woman that called herself smart.
To go to America. This young man did everything he can to go back to America.
This young man or this evil man?
A year in Nigeria. All his dollars, boom. You know, he's a Caucasian now. All his money, dollars.
No, Caucasian, they get dollar.
You know, making
mindset.
China and all that. Forget it. Boom.
Mindset.
The man left Nigeria with almost nothing. They did the traditional wedding and everything. The man left Nigeria with almost nothing. Anyway, he arrived in America to do the paperwork.
So anyways, we're preparing for this, and we were trying to do a cheap wedding, like cheaper, because we needed to move in LA and establish a new life. And I spent a lot of money in China. I spent a lot of money in China, making sure we had lots of fun. Like, we were always going out and doing things and eating the best food. So, I mean, I didn't care. I was like, screw it.
He will always talk about himself. He will not say how much she spent when they were in China together.
So anyway, they are now in Nigeria preparing for the,
So you see the kind of people, and these are just some of the contents that will be coming out, right? So you see the kind of people that we're dealing with. Now, all of a sudden, they all want to act like they are the victims. Oh, I didn't do anything. I was only fighting for the truth. Some of them will even come out and tell you that, oh, he deceived us. He did this. He did that. Imagine, Lolo, that. Oh, wallahi. These women, Lolo, her own now, that is just few days old, where she was complaining about Korah drinking before going to pick up her children. She's out there too, drinking and getting high and dancing dance that does not have the rhythm or does not rhyme to anything. So why I wanted to do this live stream is because, you know, people have started saying, oh, you know, this copywriting, Joe Korah have not come out to say it's from her, but whomever. Do you understand? Whomever. And I also saw a post where someone was saying that people it's not just Korea. Somebody else also reported this lady. Let me see if I can find that post. That someone also reported Lolo, right? Give me a second. I'm trying to find if I can see it. Okay. So Give me a second. I can't find it. I can't find it. I don't like, there's just so much. So I didn't save that stuff. But anyway, someone was saying that someone else reported this woman for bullying. That's Lolo. Because Lolo was coming out on YouTube and was complaining of how, yeah, they want to do this, not as if she lied. There is nothing she has ever said that is a lie. Everything she's ever said is the truth and nothing else but the truth. And I'm looking at this woman like, you will not say that you've never said any truth, because even the person you're working with, if you are somebody that says the truth and you've been saying the truth and you stood by it, there is no way JD will come out and even call you a scammer. There is no way, after all the energy that you put in working for him, he came out and he blasted you the way he blasted you. That's not possible. But of course, these people would do the most, and they want to come out and just tell the story from the angle that they think it's really best and you can easily, believe them. But I just want to remind everyone, okay? I want to remind everyone that no matter what you see, don't be too quick to say, oh, but this one is we should have just overlooked. You people shouldn't have reported their page. Oh, all these you people are doing is just too much. Let them be. Go back and see the things that these women have done over the years. Not one day, not 2 days, not 1 week, not 3 weeks, not a month, not 2 months, not 6 months. Over the years, over 2-3 years, they've been on this behavior. So when people start doing what people are doing to them now, don't look at it as, oh, somebody's coming for them. No, they started it first. They started it. For them, reporting Cora's businesses, and Cora had dealings with people, they go and put bad reviews and try to ruin her business. Okay, tell me, what does you fighting for someone that I don't even, there was nothing to fight there, because they already said they were getting a divorce. They got a divorce. They figured out how they were going to deal with the kids, 50-50 custody, not as if one person had more time than the other. They both had enough time to spend with their children. There was nothing for any one of these women to wake up and say, let's go and start plotting in private. But they did it anyways. And because nobody said anything to them, they did not anticipate that this that is going to happen from late 2023. Some of them have already started dancing to the music from late 2023 to now, 2024. But before anybody jump into conclusion and start feeling sorry for this set of people that had no sympathy up until this moment, they have no remorse. Forget the fact that most of them will play this card of, oh, we're just sitting on the fence. The damage that these people have caused to this woman that is just doing her thing, living her life, is something that will be there for a long time. Because, some people just have a lot of hate in their heart, and they just look for who else has that kind of hate also. Some people are just frustrated and don't know who to turn their frustration on. And when they see that opportunity, and that opportunity, Mariam, Lolo, Fred, and the rest of them gave it to these people on social media. That is why you will continuously see people judging every single move Cora makes, even though it's something that every other human being is doing. As far as it's been done by this woman called Cora, there will be an issue. Why do you think it's so? Not just because JD was bashing her. Not just because of that. Because trust me, JD bashing Cora, a lot of people can look at that and say, well, it's always like that. When they were in love, it was sweeting him. He was busy defending. Oh, it's my wife. It's part of their culture. It's their this. Now that they're no longer together, he's bashing. People would understand, because there are exes that are like that. There are horrible exes that will do the most to destroy you. That's for sure. Everyone knows that. But then, when he started recruiting this set of people, these women, and you could see that these are women that Miriam is from the same country as the ex-wife, uh, Lolo, Frida, and a lot of them. And those that are not even from the same country as Cora are from the same continent as her. And those that are not from the same continent that are bashing her are people of color also from other countries. So when you look at the kind of stories that these people now started putting out, the masses that were already looking for somebody to drop their frustration on, somebody to make their wickedness on, were excited to like, okay, so we've heard from JD, and now this woman is saying she's like this, and the other person over here, every time they go online, they are seeing this video, and because they watch JD, and JD will suggest these people's pages, they watch these people, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you watch is what they suggest more to you. If you're consuming, if you notice, if you're consuming this Cora and JD's and this thing type of content, they will suggest to you other YouTube accounts that you're probably not even subscribed to. But YouTube will suggest it to you because they know that you've watched before and it's something you're interested in. They put it back in your face to see if you click. And the more you click, they keep you. So the same, more haters coming together, and they've continued over the years and they've not stopped. So if in 2024, this August, these people are going to start paying for it because pages are being brought down, pages are being reported, people are being, whatever the case may be. Remember, their case is still in court. These people came out and celebrated. They were so happy when JD came out and made that post that made it look like, oh, he won, or the judge found out that Cora was lying or something. These people did not even wait 24. They did not wait 24 hours to know if the case have been heard or not. No, they didn't wait. They went ahead and they started throwing party, jubilating and celebrating and screaming, oh, she's a liar, she's a liar. We knew it, we said it, she's a liar, she's a liar. And then when it was now the correct date for them to go to court, and then everything was there with proof that the case has been adjourned till October, they didn't have anything to say. So if people are coming out reporting, if it is Cora's team that is doing the copyright strike, so be it. If it's someone else that they've also been doing the most to the person, and the person's like, look, y'all been doing that to Cora. If Cora has been keeping quiet, does not mean I would, and this person is striking them and they are running helter-skelter, just know that this set of wicked women are reaping the fruit of their labor. This is what they did to Cora. For how many years? So this is their turn. This is the time for them to enjoy what they've been doing to her for years. Let's see how good they can handle. So forget all the stories that you see them crying. Oh, I was only fighting for continue your fight of justice, because they knew that he was a wicked person. There is nothing any one of them going to say. They knew it. But because they were also as wicked as he is, they thought it was okay for them to continue supporting him. So whatever the outcome is now, so be it. Okay? So be it. Because every time that JD would do stuff, this set of women will overlook it. But things that Cora would do that does not concern them, they will start talking. JD came out, started complaining, talking about how evil, how whack her music is. I'm like, what does her music have to do with you? Just because you don't like her, because you think you want to support JD. You want to support JD, go support him. He's there on Facebook. He has his chiropractor. He started now to post things. Go ahead and support him and be there in his channel. Buy him coffee. Anything else you want to do, just go ahead and do it. But why do you have to come to this woman's page and start running, start this thing, running her down and doing the most? It does not make any type of sense. It doesn't. But it gives them joy, it gives these women joy that they see that people go after they put fire, people go and start taunting Cora, trying to destroy her business, destroy her deals, go for her page. Even now, the pages are being reported. They've not even waited to get the evidence that it is coming from Cora. They've already started. Let's gang up. Oh, give us 24 hours. Oh, give us so and so time. You will see. We will mass report at so time. 40 of us, 50 of us, 100 of us, we're going to mass report her. She wants to do this. We're going to pay her back in her own coin. Who are you paying back in whose coin? Who bought into somebody else's business? From what part of your brain are you doing your analysis from? From what part of your brain are you trying to understand this whole situation? Because it does not make sense. When you listen to these people talk, you want to ask yourself, what are you even talking about? What are you talking about? Because it does not make any kind of sense. Thank you so very much. If you're just coming, welcome, and please give a thumbs up. Thank you in advance. If you're just joining us, give a thumbs up, subscribe if you love our analysis over here, subscribe, and let's continue the conversation. When you look at this set of people, you want to think, from what part of your brain do you do analysis from? How do you look at a situation like this and you come up with the type of things that you come up with? So understand that these WhatsApp women, Facebook women, all these people supporting him, his minions, are doing all of these things because people like Lolo, Miriam, and the rest of them have already laid the foundation to make people see Cora as a liar, as a bad mom, and so much more. But now that what they've done is coming back to bite them, it has not even started, they cannot handle. And there their supporters are screaming, let's go and report Cora's page. You're going to report who told Miriam, Frida, and all those other minions, Lolo, to buy into a case that didn't concern them and didn't stop. There are so many ways they could have showed their support to JD. They could have emptied their account, given him all the money. So many ways, but not come for the one that you were not in their home with them. So no matter what he is telling you, they did not wait to hear her own side of the story. They did not say, let's give it time, the truth will come out. Between the both of them, we will find out who is lying, because it's very difficult to maintain a lie. You will not remember what you've said a few months ago. A year later, you will not remember. And when you watch his videos, you will see him contradicting himself back to back. All she did was tell her story, write a book, and that was it. She moved forward, continued on what she was doing, focused on her job and other things that made her happy. But this set of women are not related to JD, neither are they related to KO, but they wanted to buy into this matter and invest themselves so deep that they will now go and be forming private groups. That's our barrister in the building. Hello, Yo-Yo's World. Thank you so very much for coming, Queen. They will now go and start forming private group. Okay, you see something online. You want to discuss it as a blogger. All right, talk about it. But why invest so much on this particular? Okay, for example, now in the same United States where the so-called JD is from, there's George Mattis also. That after 39 years, his wife just filed for a divorce. Where are these women to go and analyze that one now? Tyrese is also on there online crying. Child support is being, the ex-wife is asking for more. There are so many people, So if you're going to talk about these things as a content, why not touch down on everyone? But you will notice that this evil set of women just focused on Cora and focused and wanted to do everything to destroy. Up to the extent that Miriam is going to post that nonsense video she's posting. Oh, look, American 32 years old soldier children was taken away from her because of this and that and that. She lost cause. Like, she will always do all of this nonsense. Why didn't you post American man that children were taken away from him when JD and Crystal case started? You knew about JD and Crystal case. All of these women, what did any one of them do? Nothing. They saw those videos, they saw those photos because those things were distributed in their WhatsApp groups. So I believe some of them even downloaded it and was sending it, via like WhatsApp or via via text message like Messenger, so to each other. Did any one of them raise alarm? Did any one of them say anything? No. Did Miriam post a video showing an American Caucasian man that lost full custody, or do we not know millions of American Caucasians that lost full custody of their children because of their bad behavior, because of their carelessness? No. Everything these women are doing is well planned. Before they come out and post anything, they've already planned it very well. Before they come out and drop a video, they've already planned it. Jealous of the black ones are jealous and big bullies, letting the Idsons use them to harass Kale. White women never liked Kale since she was dating okay, and their divorce allowed them to show their racism. The problem is, this saying in we have this saying in Africa where where they say it is actually the rat or the mouse, the one from the house. That rat that is inside the house is the one that will go outside, go into the bushes, and invite all those other rats and tell them that there is food in that home. There is cheese. Let's go and consume. Give me a second.
There's no battery. Look. Yeah.
Fine, I'll charge it.
Okay.
All right, fine. All right. Kids, the huge problem is that the battery of this one is down. Y'all, give me a second. Let me just plug in her tablet. Came all the way to tell me, Mom, my battery. Y'all, please, I'm multitasking. Yeah, Mom, you understand. Give me a second. I'll just plug this in and let it charge. Okay. So back to what we're saying. You're very correct, J Love. Most of these people are people that just they have hate in their hearts already. But seeing that it was the rat from the house that brought out this gist and painted it and made it even worse than what JD was presenting, because JD is not that smart, and it would have been very easy for people to understand that, look, this man is just being upset, he's just being angry. And it was obvious, because one thing with JD right from the beginning in his presentation, in his dragging of his ex-wife, was that you will see him every single thing he talks about, he will connect it to funds. Every single thing he will connect it back to money. So at some point people were beginning to catch up, like, for example, when he came out and talked about how much Cora was earning, that was not necessary. It was not necessary for you to come and tell the general public how much money your ex-wife was making from the internet. You also have your own page. You have your everything. Like, go create and make money. So why come out to announce all of this? So it was obvious that one of the things that was paining him more was because we cannot say, okay, maybe she got full custody and he couldn't see his kids. That was his frustration. No, they had 50-50 custody. Settlement, she did settle him. So what was the thing that was still paining you? That you were the one filming and editing videos. She supported your business. She promoted you. You used her like a mannequin to show breaking of bones, breaking of this, breaking of that. She helped you build your page. She tell people to go follow you. Or if you're having a social page, check on Dr. She will say. She was always calling you Dr. Justin Dean. Will get up you with that. She was always giving that promo, giving that shot, doing everything that she could. So if you were editing it, she was also helping you. So people would have caught up to that at some point. But no. You know. Okay, Oya said we're making the hair started there. It's hair making time. Okay. Bravo. It's not easy. Huh. Yeah, I understand. The hair making time. Yeah, I know. I was even surprised to see you. So I'll be listening. Yeah. So Jello said, can you imagine these women fighting KO for her content? They insult, yet they feel they have a right to her content. Her content. How does that make sense? There is J-Lo, these people they've never made sense. There is nothing this set of women have ever done that has made sense. That was one of the reasons why when I saw this blogger share this video where this is what Mariam was saying then, and I'm like, okay, all of these things you've done, and now in 2024 you want to act like I am rooting for the kids. It was never about the kids. If you go pull up Miriam's old videos, but it was never about the kids. It was about Jade. In fact, Miriam acted like she wanted to marry Jade. Not only her, most of them, including the ones that had husbands, they acted like immediately Cora. In fact, Cora's leg was not even completely outside. They just all flocked in like bee and honey. They all wanted to surround him and show him that they were the best. It was a competition. It was the survival of the fittest. Who is the best? Let the best win. So, in order for them to be the top in his list, they would have to make a lot of wickedness on Cora, because that is what will make you JD's best friend, or that is what will make JD give you his attention, and that's what they needed, his attention. And they've caused so much havoc. Imagine coming up with this type of narrative. Look, when you tell a story, you have to be very careful what you're saying, because once those words, you've put them out there, you cannot just take it back just like that. And you cannot say, oh, well, it's been some years now, people will forget about it. No, you might have forgotten about it, but not everybody. And that thing is already engraved, or those things in this case, is already engraved in these people's heart. And they will continue to run with it. That's why you see some people that people will be saying, with all the things you people have seen, when will you all realize that this man lied? And he's still lying, and he's continuing to lie. But they would not change, because everything that this set of WhatsApp women, these evil doers have done, and the way they've twisted this whole case, made it look like what he was saying was actually the truth, or there was an atom of truth to it. So let them enjoy the music that they are dancing to now. Let each and every one of them enjoy the music that they are dancing to. Because if you're going to analyze this case, there is no reason for these women to always, you say, but we're just creating content, and then you see them write sometimes educational purpose. And do you all even understand the meaning of that when they say something's for education? Who are you educating when you yourself, you're not even educated? You come up with all this ridiculous type of content and you call it educational purposes. JD drank. You did not come out and post about the one that JD was drinking. and say that was for educational purposes. But when KO drank, you all ran and started screenshotting the photos. How is that educational? That is not you being a blogger, a vlogger, a gist channel, whatever you want to call yourself. Because if that's the case, you have to balance it. You're not going to focus on one person and talk about one person alone. You're going to touch all aspects. So you give people enough information for them to come up with the conclusion. That's why when you go to court too, they just don't listen to one person and say, oh, this one sounds more believable. They say you have to prove your case beyond all reasonable doubt, and evidence and everything else, exhibits will be presented, everything. And then you can prove your case. But not come online and bash somebody with the person's own content. That's a lot of that. Oh, dirty Cora. Look at her wardrobe. Look at her this. Look at her that. Did you talk about JD's own? Because his own too, that one was posted by his own person. So I don't even understand. J-Lo said, I've never been someone to watch long mouth, but I have been watching last few days. I noticed yesterday the more she lied, the more superstar they gave her. These people are sad. You're very correct. She's very boring to watch. And this is not even an insult. Like when you go to watch content, like you want to see the content creator giving, and mostly, there are type of content where, okay, let's say people that do story time, it could be a sad story, it could be a happy story, it could be just it could be anything. That you're listening to it. Even story time, there are certain story time, the people that tell stories, like this guy they call Mr. Bowling. Like Bowling, very popular, that he tells this horror kind of stories and scary stories and whatnot. But anyways, there are other storytellers, but anyway, I'm just using Mr. Bowling because it's very popular on YouTube. When you sit down and listen to the way Mr. Bowling, in fact, give a boring story to Mr. Bowling, he will tell that story in a way that you will not believe that that's the boring story you gave. So people come to watch to get something, but when you go to that woman's to listen to what she's talking about, it does not make any sense. Before she says 5 words from her mouth, you're already thinking, can you just go help yourself a little bit and just do something? Do something. Try to get understanding. Go watch educational content on this YouTube or Facebook, whichever one you prefer, and just learn something. Learn one or two. She does not make sense. Anytime she starts talking, you get bored. But that shows you the level of the kind of people that watches her. And you're very correct, and you're so observant. And she knows. That's why if you notice, she will start light and she will start going deeper and deeper with the insults, with the this, with the that, going in and in up to the extent where she'll be calling Cora's father by his name, talking to him like he's just her boy, he's just a boy or something, like a child, or in fact, that he just speaks anyhow that you can just speak anyhow. That's how she just speaks anyhow. And whenever she does those things, you check her comments, you will see people cheering her, egging her on to go ahead, go ahead. Even when she talked about this, her page thing, you will notice that even on that live stream, she already told them that she doesn't know, she cannot categorically say that it was Cora that is sitting down and doing it, but she's suspecting that Cora gave somebody access to Cora's page, so the person can start striking them. Because she said she woke up to about 5, then 7, then 11 or so, then she deactivated her account. I don't know how true, but that's what she was saying. Someone was already there in the comment section telling her, oh, she's afraid of you. Cora is afraid of you. Let's go and pay back in the same way. Let's go and pay back. If not for some of the things that are already on ground concerning this case also that has to do with the kids, and she is one of those people that received those contents, and she knows, received those photos and videos of those children. So most of them are still sitting on the fence, not knowing where that case is going to go. If that is already done or are investigations going on, whatnot, So she's being extremely careful. If not, immediately that person told her, let's go and report Cora, they would have marched to go and do it. She would have given the order because she has done it before. But she now twisted it and said, don't worry, Cora will self-sabotage and she's going to do it by herself. She's going to destroy her page by herself. There is nothing I said on my page that was a lie or whatnot. You defamed someone, you did the most, and then you say there's nothing you said on your page. If there was nothing on your page, they will not just strike you. It won't work. And she said she will appeal. So we're waiting for her to come and give us the update about the appeal that she's appealing. Or maybe she's waiting for her to receive all the strikes, then she will not appeal. But we will wait and see if she will be truthful enough or bold enough to come out and talk about the response of Facebook after she applied for appeal, if it was granted or denied. So one thing you understand is when you look at this set of women, it is easy for you to just look at them and know that these are people that something is totally wrong with them in their life, like their everyday life, something is wrong. Inside of them, something is broken. They are broken. They are destroyed. Misery. That's why they will come and gather other miserable people together and try to fight someone. So this game that is playing out now that we're seeing, it is interesting. Let's see. Let us see. The one that made all of them to do all of these things, his page is still standing. I think JD has his ads on, he has his stars and anything else. And all of a sudden, now that their case is still in court and he's seen how things are going, he has seen that Cora would not sit back and take the nonsense that she has been tolerating all these years. He's now quiet, creating content, which that we will discuss. I don't know if it's going to be tonight or tomorrow. The the new weird content that chiropractor is doing, that we will discuss on Entertainment Daily. So if you're not subscribed to Entertainment Daily, follow us on Entertainment Daily also. Like I said, some of the things we discuss here might not be the same with what we're discussing there, okay? Because there is so much about this JD and his wahala that he brought online, okay? So we will be talking about it. So subscribe to both of the channels so you don't miss, okay? So his weird content that he's been making. I saw that stuff this evening. I'm like, yo, because I've not been online or so I'm not gone, because Facebook is, you have to go to Facebook, to catch up, because that's where it is going down. So I always go to Facebook and gather the stuff. So we come in here and we can all gist together, you know. So the, J Love, you've seen it, right? J Love knows what I'm talking about. I don't know this kind of Yo, that gist is gonna be juicy. So subscribe to this channel and also subscribe to Entertainment Daily with OK. All right, because it is going down. All right, it's not even a joke. Mm. Subscribe. Okay, that's Entertainment Daily. Yes, subscribe to Entertainment Daily, because we would, today with the I think the last two live stream we've done, it's been about the WhatsApp. Let's touchlight JD too, because well, how long not the finish? Oh, this is the same person that came up and said somebody's Kwekus is named after a nightclub in Nigeria. This and that. This job he did. Oh my goodness. It is going down. JD is going down, in his page. I mean, it's going down. I mean, on his page, there's fire on his page. JD is serving it hot, hot. So we will be analyzing that one, or we'll be analyzing that JD's topic on the other channel, okay? On Entertainment Daily. So, yeah. That being said, I think we've said enough. Okay, now I'm about to go. That's when a lot of you are coming in. Okay, so I wanted to just come in and we discuss about these women because the way they are changing their mouth and sounding so innocent, we cannot forget what they have done. We can't forget. So we will be touching and reminding and refreshing our memories when we need to. And that's exactly what we did. Just as when uh, this woman, Lolo, didn't know that few days after she was posting those nonsense where she was like mocking Cora and dragging Cora that her page would be down, where she was saying, oh, she's drinking, oh, she's this. And look at the kind of statement she was even making. Yes, she had two different wines. She had a white wine, she had a red wine. And then after drinking it, then she went to pick up the kids. Do you see the kind of pictures these people try to create? So, in other words, Cora sat down at home, drank. She was now tipsy or even drunk, jumped in her car and drove down to wherever the pickup point is, and then they had to pick up. I don't see that they have that much of issues where JD cannot drop off the kids or Cora cannot drop off the kids if they have the time. But no, she wanted to make people understand that yes, that was not just the same wine. She had a glass of red wine, she had a glass of white wine, and then she went to pick up her children. So in other words, she went there tipsy or she went there drunk just to present this picture in people's mind that will make her look like irresponsible parent, irresponsible mother. Those are the kind of things that these people would do. But at the same time, there is a video of her, the Lolo, that was complaining about what Cora, welcome, Kamama, you know, you know, at the same time, she forgot that she had already done a video where you see her laying down on the floor, crawling. This is the Lolo that is complaining that Cora had two different types of wine, a red wine and a white wine. You see her rolling on the floor, standing up, drinking, cheering. The other one, the man there, I don't know if that's her husband or whoever the man that was in the photo, because I don't know what her husband looks like, so I don't know the man that was in the video with her. You see pouring drink, and you can see two different bottles on the table, and they were drinking and she was laughing, and you looking at her face and looking at how she is, you will just know that this one too is high. So how is it that you're drinking alcohol, you're getting high, you're misbehaving, falling down and laying on the floor and doing all of this stuff, but you have the mind to go and be judging somebody else? You had the mind to go to somebody's live stream, screenshot where the person was having a glass of wine, a glass or two glasses of wine, and then take it to your own page just for you to be petty. And now they strike your page and it is paining you. Madam, let it pain you. Oh. Katori said they got married traditional in Nigeria along with her father paying for the wedding. So this whole thing is just weird, because when you look at the kind of things that these people they've done, you will know that these people are wicked people. This set of women are wicked women, and whatever they get, they deserve.
To go back to America.
Let me play this
Nigeria,
one more
he spent
time.
almost a year in Nigeria. All his dollars.
Yeah, Mariam.
You know he's a Caucasian now.
You see?
All his money and dollars that he has been saving, making in China and all that, forget it. Boom, gone. The man left Nigeria with almost. Anyway.
The fact that this woman will talk about how, he was working in China. So she was not working when she was in China. She didn't have a job and she didn't have any money. But she was living in China, in a strange land, not back home where you will say, okay, you have your siblings that can give you food and give you this and give you that. So she didn't have her own money. Kamama said Koro Bidi was working at a dance studio, like teaching classes. Of course, being who goes to a foreign land and you just sit put where she does not have anybody there? Of course, she will have to do something. She will not pay rent. She will not eat food. So before she met him, how was she surviving in the China? Because he was not the one that took her to China. So this woman just wanted to paint the story in a way where she can deceive people online, so the people will start running with that, you know, story. J-Love said, honestly, she just talk out of her nyash. Exactly, she talks from her nyash, not from her head, not her brain. She's using her nyash to reason. She talk out of her nyash. Ah, she said how Kale doesn't go to shopping malls. Kale knows how to spend money. Now I want that to take her 44 years to buy her first 10% house. Wahala. Hmm. Let's listen to this
They
one
are
more
now in
time before
Nigeria
we go.
preparing for the, for the traditional wedding. So they did the traditional wedding because Cora's dream was to go to America.
And she does not know
This
road.
young man did everything he can to go back to America from Nigeria. He spent almost a year in Nigeria. All his dollars,
Where they were
boom,
taking care of
you know,
him.
he's a Caucasian now. All his money
Yeah, so
and
every
dollars
Caucasian
that he
have
has been
dollars.
saving, making in
What about
China
the
and
ones
all that,
under the bridge,
forget it.
sleeping
Boom,
on the streets?
gone. The man left Nigeria with almost nothing. They did the
Look at the huge
traditional
lie.
wedding
That
and everything.
look at the
The
huge
man
lie.
left Nigeria with almost nothing. Anyway,
Huge
he
lie.
arrived in America to do the paper.
Now listen to JD himself.
So, anyways, we're preparing for this, and we were trying to do a cheap wedding, like cheaper, because we needed to move in LA and establish a new life. And I spent a lot of money in China. I spent a lot of money in China, making sure we had lots of fun. Like, we were always going out and doing things and eating the best food. So, I mean, I didn't care. I was like, screw it. You only live in China once. Let's just
You only live in China once. Why?
Right?
You can go back to
It's
China.
true.
So anyway,
So you
they
can
are
see.
now in Nigeria.
You can see how she told the story and how the person that the thing was happening to, the person that was going over to get married, how he told the story. What does that tell you? This woman knew what she was doing, and that's the same way the Lolo and the rest of them, all his bloggers, they like to tell stories. They like to tell story in a way that they will present Cora in a bad light. They present her in a negative way where you will not start having thoughts if you're not somebody that can really process things for yourself and think and look at all the evidences in front of you and draw your own conclusion. You will not start seeing things in the light that they want you to wear. Meanwhile, deep down in their heart, they know the truth. Because all the times that they've been angry with JD, they've all been consistent in one thing, that they call him a very selfish person and they call him a user. So if you think that he was able to use you people, you don't think he was using the woman that he was married to. That's somebody that was these two people that are running their mouth, they are over in the UK. They are not even in the US with them. They are not close by JD. They are in the UK. A total different country. But they feel the need to come out and present stories in the way that people will look at Cora in a bad light. But they cannot even deal. They cannot handle. You know, he met her on Tinder dating, stuck here, found out what about, and she had money, but I think it was 45 K of him. Uh, and so he went out there and used the line that he was a the line that he was a chiropractor. That's why they in Hollywood. He ain't never lived in Hollywood. He knows what he's doing. He's playing. That's from Oregon. So this whole thing is just weird. This whole thing is weird. You know why I'm saying it's weird? These people have done all of these things that they've done, that they can go back and watch their own old videos, because it is, except they've deleted their old videos or live streams on their pages. They can go back and check it and listen to themselves and listen to what they've said, and know they already know the things that they've done. There's even no need for them to go back and watch. They know the things that they've done, because severally they've celebrated when something bad is happening. When Cora cries, you see them celebrate, you see them laugh, you see them happy. Okay, they celebrate, they brag, they come out, they will boast about what they've done. Some of them will even claim they did it. And all those, they've done this over the years. Now that they're beginning to dish out a little, nothing compared to what they have dished out, they cannot handle. they cannot deal. Make it make sense. It does not make any type of sense. Seriously. So I want to come out and tell everyone that do not feel sorry for this set of people, because the way they've made their beds, that's how they are laying on it. Okay. So one can try to say, but he recruited. No. If somebody is recruiting you to do a job and you know that that job they're recruiting you for is not a good one, you won't do it, because at the end of the day, if somebody come and give you a gun and say, go shoot that person, I'm telling you to do it. Are you going to go and shoot the person, knowing fully well that if you go and shoot that person, you will be the one that will face the law. You will be the one that your freedom will be taken away. You will be the one going to jail. Okay. So you will not do it. So it simply means you know right from wrong. So when somebody comes to recruit you and tell you to defame somebody else and destroy somebody else's business, you should know that that's not the right thing to do, and there is no excuse. So what they are receiving now, that is what they have planted. When you plant, you water your garden, you take good care of your garden, fertilizer, everything, you plant on a very fertile land, it will grow. That seed that you planted will germinate, and tomorrow it will become a huge tree, and that tree is going to bear you a lot of fruits, okay, that you will harvest. And that is what they've done. They've toiled, they've planted all these thorns and whatnot. Now is the time for them to enjoy and mingle and reap the fruit of their labor. So nobody should feel sorry for them. At any point that you want to look at it and say, oh, if it's Cora that is giving them this copyright strike, or if it's somebody else that is reporting them for bullying, you people should please not talk. Bloggers, why are you people dragging them? Why people go back and remind yourself of some of these things? And that's the reason why I wanted us to do this live stream. Okay. Remind yourself of some of the things that these people are doing that Cora is still suffering from today. Back to back, back to back, back to back. She's going to court, 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 court. All those money that she's using to run around for court, 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 she could invest it in something that will yield something for those two beautiful little girls that are growing up, that by the time they turn 18 or by the time they're hitting 20, there's already something good for them to start life with. If they want to go to college, funds are ready. If they want to take up the business or whatever the mom wants to set up for them, their life is already set. At least they're not starting from zero. They are starting from 10, 20, when other people are starting from zero, people that their parents didn't plan for them. When they are struggling, they will be smiling doing their business. They're like, thank you, my mother, for planning very well for my future. Okay, that's what all this money that she's running helter skelter up and down to court with could have gone into. All the hustle she's hustling could have gone into something good for her two children. But no, somebody that is evil and malicious just wants to make her spend and lose all her income and end up in the streets, sleeping in the street with no roof over her head. Then this one will be happy. All of them will be happy. So there is no excuse for all of the things they've done. I say he's lying right there. He didn't even have no money, but enough how he got over there. It was online. Skylar would friend request when asking for money. So I'm one of them that he friend requests for money. Really? So I'm in the United States. Here he is born and raised. He's been in federal. For blackmail. Okay, so when you look at this whole thing, it is just weird. And I just want everybody to understand this. I will end this live stream here and more will come up, okay? Because Lola says she's going to appeal. I'm waiting for her appeal. Let her go and appeal. We want to hear what Facebook will tell her, because she said there's nothing wrong with her content. She has never lied. Meanwhile, on the live stream where she was saying all of these things, she was defaming because she was calling Cora a mental patient. She was calling Cora somebody that has mental issues, okay? Meanwhile, she did not present any doctor's reports that showed that Cora had mental illness, right? Okay, so let's just keep our finger crossed, and each and every one of them would dance to the music. We've already seen how they've been miserable all those months, but let's just keep watching where this is going. Okay, let's see how they can handle what they've been serving for many years. Let's see. That being said, I want to say thank you to every one of you that joined me today. Thank you, Katori Kamama. God bless you. Uh, Thank you, J Love. God bless you. Um, Same. Thank you, Yoyo's World. God bless you. Thank you, Drak. God bless you. And all my silent watchers, everyone that stopped by. Thank you also very much. I gotta go. I wish could stay here for us to gist some more, but I hope I find the time to come back so we can gist, we can dissect and analyze. If you're just coming, please go back and watch from the beginning. Like I said, if there's anything we have missed, drop it as a comment if you're watching the replay so we can schedule another live stream, because I always check and read comments, and you will know that I've seen your comments. Okay. uh so if there's something I missed that we've not discussed and you want us to discuss about this case, drop it in the comment section. Meanwhile, Laura Lee, welcome, Queen. Say I'm late. Yes, we've been here for an hour, 25 minutes, and I have to go. So, but the next gist we're going to have is on Entertainment Daily, okay? Because JD, mm, there is this very hot content JD dropped. So we're going to analyze that one. Since JD is very good at analyzing what his ex-wife, you remember, JD always used, it's not that their case, the court case started that he stopped talking about her, right? But JD used to go back to analyze what his ex-wife is doing, you know. So yes, that topic is going to be hot. Yes, that is a hot topic. You don't want to miss. So if you're not subscribed to Entertainment Daily, let me see. Let me put it on the screen again. If you're not subscribed to Entertainment Daily, go and subscribe to Entertainment Daily. And I want us to dissect this particular content. This JD that likes to run his mouth, that is the next one. I don't know if it will come up tonight or tomorrow. I don't know when I can. But if I can come back, this is already 9:17 and I gotta go. I have something that I have to do now. And I know when I'm coming back into the house. But trust me, if not today, tomorrow, Sunday, we will be on it. So don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications. So even if you don't catch us live, you'll be able to watch the replay. That being said, I want to say thank you all. Okay, like Laura Lee said, it's a hot topic. Okay, that is hot because that content itself, it's a hot content. And I want us to come and dissect and analyze it. That being said, thank you also very much. God bless you. And if there's any live stream you missed, please go catch up. We have a playlist. Tap on that playlist and watch the live stream or the video that you missed. And thank you also very much. I will see you all later. God bless you, prosper you, good health, sound mind. You're going out and coming in. May God bless you, guide and protect you and your family, your loved ones, well wishes. May the eyes of the evil ones never see you. Thank you also very much. Blessings, blessings, much love from my side. I appreciate you coming, you're coming in here, spending time with me. I don't take it for granted. I'm super, super excited and I am grateful. Thank you so much. God bless you all, and I will see you all later. Thank you so much. God bless you. And remember to pray for Cora and her girls as you pray for yourself and your family. Pray for Cora, her girls, her attorneys. May justice be served. May the truth prevail. And may all the evildoers receive what they've been dishing out. Amen. God bless you all. Bye for now.